Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the World of Stock Car Racing League Stars and Stripes series presented by ONE3 Speed. A little different tonight. This is only the second time I've ever done this for this league. It's the league I own. But I'm up here in the commentary box tonight, which is, alright. We're here at beautiful Homestead, Miami Speedway. So, yeah, it's the first mile and a half for these guys tonight. Gonna be interesting. Mark Whitley looking to win 4 in a row, 3 in a row, counting the points races. So we'll see if anyone has anything for him tonight. As qualifying's about to start up here in about another minute. So let's take you over live to the track. You'll have to bear with me tonight. Haven't done this in a while, so there might be a little bugs here and there, but we will get through it, and we will try to put on a good broadcast. Our main broadcaster, CTBN, can't be here tonight, so we still needed to have a broadcast, so here we are. So let's get switched over. Oh, okay. We'll show you some times right now. You can see Martin Whitley topped final practice here with a 33.41. McWhorter, though, right there on him with a 33.51. So not that big of a gap, but we will see what happens tonight as we get ready for some qualifying here tonight. Practice winds down here. These guys get 2 laps, 5 minutes to complete the fastest lap that they can. That's their grid spot for tonight's race. Here we go. It's time for some qualifying. Let's see who's first on track. Nobody yet. Again, we do want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Cut that down. Actually, turn this on. So one thing, I've told you that it's been a while since I've done this, and since I joined the race as a driver, we're not going to be able to see some the people actually qualify live here, but we will still see the times posted. So, yeah, that is my apologies on that. What you usually do here in this situation is you want to join as just to watch. You don't want to join as a driver or like this happens. So we'll wait the 5 minutes, and we'll see. As you see some time starting to come in. McWhorter top of the board right now with a 33.47. Provisional pole right now. Whitley with only a 34.03. Again, if you're just now joining us, qualifying is underway. I did the wrong join, so we can't really see it live, but we're still seeing the times come across. We'll sit here and talk about it. But we will see the live action tonight as it happens, as Mark Whitley goes to the top of the board, 33.44. Mark Whitley, provisional pole right now. Jonathan Smith moving up to third. Jordan Hand coming in there. Luke Dorn. Rob Hamp. Marcus Cunningham running a good lap. It's a 9th on the board, 10th now, as Alan Wilson puts in a time. We see the grid starting to form here. Mark Whitley, as we've talked about. Actually, we'll get it pulled up here. Get your race info pulled up here. You can see the World of Stock Car Racing League fact tonight is this is the first 1.5 mile track of the season for these guys, so we'll see how they handle it. We've been to the Coliseum for the Clash, Daytona for the 250, the Oval. And then the week after that, we went to the Daytona Road Course for the 24-hour NASCAR layout. That's where they have the chicane coming off the NASCAR Turn 4. And Mark Whitley's won every single race so far this season, and he's topped the boards here again. So, does anyone have anything for Mark Whitley tonight? We'll find out. As you can see, the temperature out here tonight, a nice 81 degrees here in South Florida. You can't beat that. Cloudy, 10-mile-per-hour winds. We'll see if that plays a factor tonight. Track temp currently 103. But we shall see what happens here as qualifying will be wrapping up here shortly. You can see the gaps in qualifying here, how close it is between the top three. Joshua Crowder coming in 4th there with a really, really good lap. See him right there. Some knows him. Some people know him as Jimmy 7 Times. Legend. As we're just under a minute away from qualifying. I don't want to apologize for not having that live. Ever in this situation again, I'll make sure we get it right. We are about 25 seconds away from the grid starting to form. No one is on track currently. I will let you know that. I can still see that. Some people not elected to qualify. It looks like Nicholas Post, Carl Robertson, Nathan Brookover, Josh Guin, and Ben Shelton are the only cars that have not ran a lap yet. All right, here we go. It's time for your starting lineup here tonight. Get it pulled up for you. It's 150 laps tonight. Stage is on lap 50. There you go. You see them starting to grid up here. Get you that grid pulled up. Mark Whitley on pole. Joseph McWhorter in 2nd. Jonathan Smith in 3rd. Joshua Crowder in 4th. Russell Bracca in 5th. Ryan Murray in 6th. Nick Fuller in 7th. Alan Wilson 8th. Luke Doran in 9th. Rob Hampton 10th. Jordan Hand in 11th. And Marcus Cunningham coming in 12th place. Starting 13th, Brian Underwood. 14th, Britton Henderson. 15th, Jordan Crowder. 16th, Lawrence Shaughnessy. 17th, Rob Squires. 18th, Nicky Bobby. 19th, Bobby Patrica. 20th, Bryce Shoemaker. 21st, Jim Foskett. 22nd, Jacob Houbre. 23rd, Michael Bussell. 24th, Ben Shelton. 25th, Nicholas Post. 26th, Josh Guin. 27th, Nathan Brookover. And we're rounding out the field in 28th, Carl Robertson. And don't mind my name there in 24th. I'm not racing tonight. I'm up here in the booth with you guys, so let's have a fun night of action. As these guys get ready to roll off here. Let me know how the audio is and all that. We will get that all fixed up here. You can see the grid starting to work their way off pit road now. And then we will work our way around this track and we will get ready to go green. Again, Mark Whitley will lead us to green here tonight. We'll pull up the live timing here. The build works their way through 3 and 4. Pace car will pull off and off turn 4 here, and we will have the green flag tonight. There it is. Pace car is off. Mark Whitley's going to bring us to the green. Barney's got the green flag out. Green flag in the air, and we're going racing at Homestead. Side-by-side action here in the 1 and 2. Whitley in the 32 of Mick Water. You can see him go down the backstretch. Looks like we already got somebody in the wall. That looks like Michael Bussell. Jonathan Smith looking on the inside here of Mick Water on the inside lane. And we got a car around. We stay green though. I believe that's going to be Russell Bracca going around. Gotta get that pulled up, and as you can see, Russell got some damage. He's back there now. As Mark Whitley still is your race leader, Bracca right down the track there. We do have a caution mount, but that was a single car incident, so no caution. We stay green. As you can see there on the bottom of the screen, Russell Bracca has brought it into pit road. Go back here and look at these group of cars. Shaughnessy and Underwood. A lot of guys using that middle-ish to high lane already. See if that changes as the night falls. We will end under night conditions tonight, so. But out front, Mark Whitley is still leading this race, but Justin McWhorter not letting him pull away, so. As you can see, Russell Bracca is still on pit road here. Jonathan Smith in third currently. Top 3 really have pulled away here, as you can see on the timing screen. Really a 3-car breakaway out front, and then you few seconds back, and you pick up Luke Doran and the rest of the field there, as you can see. Michael Bussell in pit road. Trying to see on the inside here, Brian Underwood out of turns 3 and 4. You see there, Britton Henderson. Currently running in the 11th position, up 3 spots, so pretty good start of the race for him. Nick Fuller starting to come under pressure by Rob Hamp and 24 Silverado. Riding on board here are Joseph McWhorter. As you can see, the gap that's starting to form between him and Whitley. But, you know, we've talked about it at the start of the show, Whitley. He's just been so strong so far this year. Nobody's really had anything for him. Already starting off tonight really well. And Harpoon Designs Silverado. Go further in the back, check out some action. We'll see Jim Foskett right there in the 47. Currently running P16, up 5 spots from where he qualified in that Ford F-150. Looking out the back window of Marcus Cunningham, that's Jordan Hand right there, right behind him. Cunningham looks on the inside of Alan Wilson. Out front, Mark Whitley with a 1.4 second lead over McWhorter here. Jonathan Smith still right there with McWhorter. And like we talked about earlier, it's a little bit of a gap from 3rd to 4th. Whitley's already got some lap traffic to deal with. That's Russell Brackett. No problem there. Gets around him easily. You can see Whitley pulling out almost a 2-second lead here over 2nd place. As you can see, the gap, Whitley to McWhorter, how it's grown over the past couple of laps. Nick Fuller coming under pressure here by Alan Wilson. Nicholas Post in the pit lane. Alan Wilson looking on the inside here of Nick Fuller. Fuller back to where he qualified in P7 right now, but under pressure here by Alan Wilson. As Wilson makes that pass, but Fuller fighting back here on the inside. Again, these guys do have a stage tonight. It is on lap 50, so we'll get a caution. We'll group everyone back up. One stage here in the World of Stock Car Racing League. See Wilson working that high side very well there. It's a good run coming off 4. Fuller's just going to pull up right behind him. As we look at Luke Doran, he's got around Jonathan Smith. Jonathan Smith coming under pressure now by Ryan Murray. Ryan Murray works on the inside there on Jonathan Smith. Jonathan Smith falling back from P3 back to P5. Murray's going to get the pass down. He's going to slide up in front of him. Gets the pass complete for P4. Ryan Murray up 2 spots. I can see some of these guys have already burnt off their stuff. That's going to be a big key here tonight. How fast do you burn through these tires? As Whitley has already pulled out a 3.6 second lead here. As McWhorter is starting to see that number 3 Silverado get bigger and bigger in the mirror. Like McWhorter got a little loose there coming out of 4. Doran gained some ground there on him. As you can see how much Doran has cut this down. Doran's going to be attacking here in the next couple of laps. McWhorter having to run way up high. Side by side down the front stretch they go. The 32 and the 3. McWhorter on the outside. Doran on the inside. McWhorter running right up against that wall. Oh, he's got into it a little bit there. With the right rear. He got into it a little bit. Didn't affect him that much. So they come down the back stretch now side by side. You can see it there. Great camera work. This is a battle for P2. Here recently, we've seen these two battling a lot, Doran and McWhorter. We saw a classic last season at COTA, Circuit of the Americas, and we saw another one last time we were out at Daytona Road Course. And Luke Doran up to the second spot. He's up 7 spots since the start of this race. Luke Doran, one of the biggest movers in this race. Jonathan Smith under pressure by Rob Hamp. Jonathan Smith has lost 3 spots since the start of the race, back into P6. Bryce Shoemaker, currently in the P15 spot, up 5 spots from the start of the race. From Akron, Ohio, we see his sponsor, Custom Paints and Diecast. Check it out, Alan Wilson was able to get around Jonathan Smith there. Jonathan Smith back to P7. As they work around the lap traffic of Russell Brackett. I will say some of these guys, they are really needing that stage break right now. Some of these guys are really struggling out here. We see Ben Shelton there in that 21 F-150. I'll be honest with you, we'll pull up Ben Shelton's driver details here and you'll see. I suck at my own house. Well, you know, he's gained 8 spots since the start of this race, so obviously doing something right if he's up to P17. And you have not crashed yet, Ben, so you're doing pretty good. We take a look here at Nathan Brookover, looking to pass on Bobby Patrica there. Bobby Patrica running that nice paint scheme there in the high lane, that number 28. Go back up to the lead. Luke Doran, still your leader here. As the timing screen does a little bit of an update there. Kind of crazy, right? And Whitley not in first. I was like, what happened? But no, Mark Ridley is still your leader. He's got a 5-second lead here on Luke Doran. As Alan Wilson passes Rob Hamp there for P5 for Alan Wilson. Alan Wilson, been in the World of Stock Car Racing League for a couple of seasons. Doesn't have a career win yet. Should, if we're being honest. Should have a couple, actually, as you see him get loose there coming out of 2. Eventually, Alan Wilson's going to win a race here. Go up to McWhorter. McWhorter starting to come under pressure a little bit by Ryan Murray. Ryan's been running consistent since the start of the race. Up 2 spots from where he started. As we are now on lap 33. Remember, the stage is on lap 50, so a lot of these guys, they are waiting for that stage. They can't wait for it to come. These tires. Bragging for you tires. They do have 4 sets in pits tonight, so plenty of tires to make it to tonight's race. It's 150 laps. It's been cut down a little bit from previous seasons. Usually it's like 163-ish laps here. Cut down a little bit. As you see, Lawrence Shaughnessy currently in the P9 spot, up 7 spots from the start of this race. In the points right now for the stage. Again, the stage. Lap 50, top 10 get points. From first to 5th, it's 10.987, just like in real NASCAR. But in the World of Stock Car Racing League, only 1 stage, not 2 stages. As you can see, Jonathan Smith back in 8th spot. I don't know if he's just not liking the tires right now, or if that's just a big thing, but he's fallen off pretty far back from where he was. Remember, he was running P3. Nick Fuller, we saw him in the top 10. He's running P13 now. McWhorter and Murray battling side by side. This is for the 3rd spot. As Murray gets the pass done there. Ryan Murray up to the 3rd spot. As the lap traffic starts to become a factor here. The lap traffic at the 18. Josh Guin gets out of the way very good there. All the way up against the wall. Lets these guys have the inside of them there. Again, we want to thank our sponsors tonight. Butt Kicker, ONE3 Speed, McConey Setup Shop, and Next Level Racing. Thank you guys for sponsoring the World of Stock Car Racing League. We appreciate your support. It means a lot to us. Helps us run this show from track to track every week. That's where we are. On lap 38 of 150 here in Homestead, Miami. Mark Whitley has led all the laps tonight. As we check on him, we haven't been up there in a while. And that Harpoon Design Silverado number 6. There's really not much you can say about Mark Whitley than just dominating. I mean, let's be honest. You see Mark Whitley, Harpoon Designs, Angry Duck graphics. He's going to work his way out of turn 4, coming to lap 40. Getting closer and closer to that stage break. We'll go back a little bit. McWhorter starting to come under pressure a little bit from Alan Wilson. go. On board here with Alan Wilson. He gets a good run out of 4 here. He's going to have a shot here at Joseph McWhorter. Looks down on the inside. Lap traffic starting to come in effect here. See some damage there on the 32. You see Alan Wilson gets that pass done. So McWhorter going to get passed by 2 trucks there. He's actually going to fall back to P6 as Brian Underwood gets around him as well. Brian Underwood, another one of those consistent drivers here in the world of stock car racing leagues. Been with us for a while here. Actually the Season 3 champion, so Brian Underwood knows how to win here. Take a look here at Nicky Bobby. From California, Nicky Bobby. And P15, up 3 spots since the start. Lap 46. Jim Foskett into the top 10. I honestly think McWhorter will be safe here from Rob Hamp, but we see crazier things. We'll see if they can keep holding them off here. As McWhorter's down 4 spots. Start of this race. And these trucks are not happy right now, let's say, with the tire wear. So these only a few more laps, and these guys will get that stage break. We'll get some fresh tires on these things. We'll rack them back up. We'll go back racing again. Really great field size tonight again. Here tonight, 28 trucks showed up. Again, this is our first season in the trucks. Past 2 seasons we've ran ARCA, and the 2 seasons before that we were in the 1987 Cup car. Usually what we do here, every 2 seasons we have a vote, and the drivers here, they pick, what do you want to run for the next 2 seasons? Trucks won, we're in the trucks. As this is the white flag lap here on the stage, Mark Whitley dominating first part of this race. A 5-second lead over Luke Doran. Just been in command ever since the drop of the green flag tonight. works his way through 3 and 4. Gonna be another stage win for Mark Whitley, as you see your top 10 folding out there. Mark Whitley's gonna win the stage at Homestead. Luke Dorn's gonna bring it home P2. Ryan Murray P3. Alan Wilson's gonna bring it home P4. Ryan Underwood P5. Joseph McWhorter P6. Rob Hamp, 7. P8, Jonathan Smith. P9, Lawrence Shaughnessy. And coming in 10th place, Bryce Shoemaker. Bryce getting a stage point. Alright, caution is out on the race. Wait for the stage tonight. First caution of the night. These guys have been doing a great job keeping it green. Hopefully I didn't just jinx that, but you know, if it happens, it happens. As we get ready for the first pit stops of the night, let's see who's got the fastest pit crew. So they come down pit road. Mark Whitley is going to have a pretty big gap there, obviously. And some lap cars in between them, so he should come out the leader as long as he doesn't overshoot his box. So here they come in the pit road. Four tires for everyone tonight. As he does, Mark Whitley comes away with the lead. Luke Dorn, P2. Ryan Murray, 3rd. Alan Wilson, 4th. Brian Underwood, 5th. Jonathan Smith, 6th. Rob Hamp, 7th. Lawrence, 8th. Jordan Hand and Jim Foskett ran out your top 10. What a night so far, right? We've had some movers, we have dropping back, we've had Mark Whitley dominating this race so far. As you see the lappers starting to pit here. Mick Poober's got some damage there on that right front of that good a Tundra M&Ms. As he overshoots his box a little bit, it's gonna go back it up. And there we go. Now you can get some service. Look at Josh Goodwin there in the 18 Toyota Tundra. He's got some damage on the right side. As now racing pace car. Paces the field here. First caution of the night. For the stage. No incidents so far tonight. As the lights go off on the pace car, we're going to get ready to go back green. Alright, apologize for that. Reading the chat now. Judge Goon says, have my broadcast mic ready. Be up there by lap 15? Alright. Tom in the chat. See you next week, Tom. We appreciate everything you do here. Brantley Roden. Harpoon Designs. That truck looking nice out front. We'll see if he holds it up. We got the David and the Goliath podcast. Yeehaw! Appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Beautiful night here for racing. We'll see who closes it out. So we're getting ready to go back green. The sun's starting to peek out a little bit. Green flags in the air. We're back racing. Mark Whitley can take a great jump. I mean, this guy just doesn't miss. And look at that jump he got on the restart there. Here they come down the backstretch. Sun coming out here at Homestead. Mark Whitley leads the lap. After the stage, continues on his way. He's led every single lap tonight. We'll see if that continues. We will have some, way this race continues, we will have some green flag stops, so. That would definitely be interesting. Luke Doran holding P2 over Ryan Murray right now. Ryan Underwood up to 4th. Under pressure, though, by Alan Wilson. Here comes Alan Wilson. We know Jonathan Smith is very quick here on these opening laps. See if he can save the tires a little bit more. As you can see him too wide there down the front stretch. Wilson and Underwood. Wilson's going to get the pass done. He's going to move up to P4. Underwood's still under pressure, though. Here comes Rob Hamp on the inside. Underwood's going to move down a little bit. Rob Hamp's going to move up. Underwood wants the spot back from Wilson. He's going to look on the inside. Underwood on the inside. Oh, it was a tight spot to fit, but he got it to fit. Rob Hamp might have let up there a little bit, let him in, so might have had our first incident of the night. Jonathan Smith slots in there between Underwood and Rob Hamp. As Luke Doran starts to come under attack from Ryan Murray. Mark Whitley's already opened up a 1.4 second lead over second. Checking on Joseph McWhorter. He started P2 tonight. Back here in the pack. See if he can work his way through it. You know, he's lost some spots there coming to the end of that stage. He looks to make a pass here on Rob Hamp coming into 1 and 2. Water on the inside of Rob Hamp. Hamp's going to get a run, though, off the top. We'll let you know Russell Brackett has just now leaving pit road. He was on it for about 7 minutes, 50 seconds. So a lot of repairs going on that bracket truck. See, we got a little bit of a buffer happening right here between Underwood, or behind Underwood, excuse me. As McWhorter looks on the inside of Jonathan Smith, he gets the pass done very easily there. McWhorter up to P6. Murray starts to come under attack by Alan Wilson. Alan Wilson looking to join his teammate there, Luke Dorn, from a second and third for the team. High side. See if he gets it done. He's on the high upside. Excuse me, up on the high side now is Alan Wilson looking to get the pass done on Ryan Murray. As McWhorter is starting to join this battle here for P3. 3 cars you can just throw under a blanket here for P3. But you taking the action here tonight. McWhorter up to P4. Making some good strides there, making a comeback. Great racing back here. Oh! As McWhorter pulls down there, a little contact there between him and Alan Wilson. He pulls down in front of him there. You saw it live here on the blimp cam. I thank the blimp driver for coming out tonight. We appreciate that. Just really get a great shot here, looking down from the blimp. Yeah, that truck you see entering turn one way up there, that's the Harpoon Designs truck, Mark Whitley. That's how big of a lead he's got. As Ryan Murray, you see there on board here, Alan Wilson passes Luke Dorn. Luke Dorn under distress. Also, Joseph McGordon. Underwood looking on the inside there of Alan Wilson. We did have an incident in the back. Bobby Patrica getting yeah, we could see the smoke. Let me get this pulled up for you here. Happened to Bobby. Just gets loose coming off turn 4. And smack. And he gets stuck on the wall. So that's Iverson going to end his race. Okay. We're having some issues here, obviously. This caught back up live as not wanting to go live. Fantastic. 1 second, folks. Let me get this fixed for you. There we go. Now we're back. Like I said, first time in a while doing this, so some technical difficulties. Let's say that. But we can see Alan Wilson has got back past McWhorter. I own this. Oh, McWhorter there gets into the wall a little bit. He's going to lose a ton of spots he just gained. You know that's going to be frustrating for the driver of the 32. Gordon Hand working on McWhorter now. He has a lap. Last pitted on lap 51. Stage caution. Blueberry on pit road, taking 4 tires already. He might actually be caught in there. Okay. Got some people on in the night. Homestead's getting the best of some of these drivers. Oh, we got a Nick Fuller has crashed. We see it there. It just picked him up live. The damage there on that truck. It's pretty good, and caution is out on the raceway. I'll rewind this. See what happened. So Nicholas Fuller here. Just gets loose. Heavy into the outside wall. Everyone stays off of him though, so that's great. And that is a caution. Alrighty. Well, we do have someone joining us in the broadcast booth. Let's get them in here real quick. So don't mind the image on the screen. We're going to get them in here. They are pitting, so you're not missing that. Alrighty. Alrighty, Josh, you got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
Alright, well, you were out there tonight, so, how was the track?
It was difficult. Very, very difficult. I couldn't keep the tires on the truck, and it was just plowing tight, and I couldn't keep it off the wall, so I just hopped into a race control and come help broadcast roll.
Here we go. So how are the tires there coming to the end of that stage?
Well, I know some people were saying they were close to 15-20% for the guys that were up at the front. I was under 10%, so it definitely wasn't fun.
Right, and we've been talking about Mark Whitley, just another dominating performance here tonight.
Yeah, he's got it figured out. He's able to roll that bottom even on old tires. It's pretty impressive.
As we see is number 6 Silverado, 'tis not a scratch on it. So looking very nice harpoon designs. As Ryan Murray's looked impressive tonight. I don't know if you've been seeing that when you were in the cockpit, but Ryan Murray running P2.
Yeah, and I noticed, Luke was really good on that long run, starting to gain on them, at least gain on Ryan Mark a little bit. He got up to P2.
Again, we're under the first incident caution of the night. Nick Fuller, loose going in 1. Into the outside wall he goes, hits the wall pretty hard, and he brings up the first incident caution of the night. The second caution total, if you want to count the first stage.
Yeah, I know we were pretty close to a couple cautions there under green, during the second stage there.
And we did have some not caught a caution. Of course, in the World of Stock Car Racing, we have this thing called a kind of go of a caution map. If it's below the apron there, not the racing surface, it's got to be 2 cars or more for an admin thrown caution. Anything above the apron is a caution if it's 1 car. So, you wonder why Bobby Patrica didn't get a caution. There you go.
I thought he was definitely going to get one, because when I went by him, he was stuck on the pit road wall.
He got the fantastic getting stuck in the wall by iRacing. So last time we racked these guys up and got ready for a restart, Mark Whitley was on it, and he got out there. Very good lead. We'll see if these guys can keep up with him on this restart. We'll see Whitley weaving back and forth, trying to get heat in those tires, trying to get another good jump here on the restart.
And they did pit there, right?
Yes, they did. Said, please give me them 4 fresh tires.
So they're going to be probably one more stop, because you can go right at 52 laps, because we were right at empty when the stage caution got here. So that's what the fuel strategy will probably be looking like.
And let's keep our eye on the Jonathan Smith and Joseph McWhorter. These guys fly on fresh tires, so we'll see if they can gain all their spots back as the pace car is in. And Mark Whitley's going.
Yeah, another really good jump. Allen also got a pretty good jump.
As Allen
might
Wilson
look-
up to P2. As Joseph McWhorter jumps down a little bit, kind of cuts off the 22 of Jonathan Smith, and they're wrecking.
Yeah, big time. Big wreck.
Big wreck in the back. Caution is out on the raceway. Let's rewind it. It's going to be Jonathan Smith that starts it. There. It's like an overcorrection, and it's a pile up.
Yeah, it looks like NASCAR turns calling an Eric Jones. Just happened right in front of the field, just a massive crash.
A lot of good trucks involved in that. A lot of the midfield involved in that. Jonathan Smith's night's going to be over. You can see him get the magical toe to pit road. Caution is out on the raceway. Don't expect none of these leaders to pit. Obviously, the guys that just got damage will pit, but
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of guys with damage now.
Ryan Underwood just came to a stop there, wanting to not get involved in that. Bryce Shoemaker scored a point there in the stage. Got some damage though coming down pit road.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse though, because he almost got clobbered by the 9 at the end of that crash because he was still spinning, and the 9 was going to the apron to avoid him.
Iron Shaughnessy, 'tis not a scratch on it. Good. Yeah, some of these guys, big incident. Jordan Kreider also involved in that. You see his truck on pit road. Ryan Underwood came in there. Well, cautions breed cautions, and there we have it. The second incident caution of the night, third in total.
Yeah, we got a couple trucks out of the race there for sure. 69's out. Probably another truck or two as well.
Again, we want to thank our sponsors, ONE3 Speed, Marconi Setup Shop, Next Level Racing, and Butt Kicker. Thank you guys for sponsoring the World of Stock Car Racing League Stars and Stripes series. And helping us put on this show every weekend. You guys help us afford the fuel for the pace car.
Yeah, we don't get used much when we use it.
Well, we're still trying to pay the budget off from the Coliseum clash.
We wrecked a couple cars there, I'd say.
So we're still paying off the fuel mileage from the pace car from the Coliseum. So we're still working on that.
I believe we're about at 3 trucks out of DNF from that crash. Fuller, Shelton, and the other Kreider, Jordan.
We talk about the Kreider. Joshua Kreider qualified 4th today. Back in P16 though, right now, 2 laps down.
Yeah, he said he had some frame drop issues early on in the race, and he kind of got really far behind on that.
Yep, and that's going to cost him. Had his best qualifying so far.
Hey, you never know. He gets a couple more cautions. He's right back on the lead lap. So.
He is. As the lights are off on the iRacing pace car, we're going to get ready to back him back up, and we'll try to go green again. Obviously, Jonathan Smith there. Looks like an overcorrection from my book, and huge pile up there.
Yeah, some of the drivers are trying to place some of the blame on the 32, making that move to cut to the inside, but I think it's pretty much mostly on the overcorrection by the 22.
what we've seen so far tonight, McWhorter has been very aggressive on these fresh tires. I expect it again here, so we'll see. He kind of did the same move on Alan Wilson earlier in the race, so.
Yeah, but it definitely bit him in the later end of that stage there.
Yes, he went from second to about 8th or 7th. If my memory stands correct, but we'll see what happens as the pace car is about to pull off here once we hit turn 4.
Another really good jump by the 6. Sharky's clear, and so is the 79.
Let's see if Alan Wilson has anything for Mark Whitley.
I believe this is the first time we've seen Allen this season, and he's running right up at the front.
Alan, you know, we were talking earlier, he should have some career wins here. We expect those to come eventually. And he's actually sticking pretty close to him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this is really close balance of contact there. Oh, they are.
And yep, it is. 32
Hang
gets
on
into the
to it.
back of the 11, gets him loosey-goosey. 11 saves it though, what a save.
We got some very, very mad drivers over the radio.
And we did say, Gino, Joseph was going to be aggressive.
I definitely keep an eye on that 11 and 32 if they get close together again.
We understand the frustration from Ryan Murray. I'm guessing that's the one you're talking about, voicing the frustration.
Yes, he was very upset over the radio
Good.
about that.
It's not PG. We probably can't transmit that, but we'll see what happens when they get back to each other.
Nowhere close to PG.
We understand from Ryan's perspective, right? You probably just killed my tires, man.
Yeah, and he's had a really, really fast.
He's been running top 5-ish all night, so. Back out front, though, Mark Whitley's starting to stretch that lead out a little bit at a time.
I think it's becoming pretty clear. If you're going to beat Mark, you're going to have to beat him on a restart. And that's not very easy because he's been nailing them.
Ryan Murray, after catching that nice save there, back to where he qualified, P6. Probably a lot of frustration underneath that helmet right now. We'll see if he can gather it back and I'm charging back.
Probably seeing red, and you know, it's very possible he comes back to 32. You know, talked about it a few minutes ago. 32 uses those tires up pretty early on. See if it happens again here.
Murray's running behind Doran here. Top 5 right now. Whitley, Wilson, McWhorter, Hemp, and Doran. Marcus Cunningham up to P7. Tim Foskett looking to crack the top 10, up 10 spots from the start of the race, up into P11.
Really good run for Jim. Coming from close to the back. Nope, almost to the top 10 now. Talking about the top 10 or so there. You gotta give a shout out to Marcus, like you were saying. He run a P7. He has had a rough start to the season. Hope I'm not jinxing him. But he's got a really solid run going.
They're P7 right now.
Does look like 20th on back is gone for tonight, and then you got a couple guys on pit road trying to wait out some damage.
Yeah. I think Order's starting to reel in here. Alan Wilson. We pull up their the pit strategy here. Everyone last in on lap 81, right? So, are we expecting green flag stops?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's around 50, 52 laps on fuel, and by then the tires are absolutely dead. So
Get ready for this battle here for second, 32 and 79. Um, we'll mention, that 32 did pull that same move on Wilson earlier in the race, so
this should get pretty interesting here because Joseph's being pretty aggressive on these tires. He wants to go and try and run down Mark, his teammate, see what he can do with Mark.
see McWhorter has closed the gap up lap by lap. It's the sunset starts here in Homestead. Always a beautiful sunset here. Homestead, Miami. We are on lap 100 of 150.
You see Joseph's able to run that bottom a little bit better than Allen, and it's definitely helping through the corner.
As they work around the lap traffic of Bryce Shoemaker.
But when we're talking about tires, one name comes to mind. He's a former champion. He's running P5 right now. About to be P4 as he's trying to get by Rob Hamp. He came along pretty nicely at the end of that last stage. Definitely keep an eye out on Luke.
From Augusta, Georgia, Luke Doran in the number 3 Silverado High Side Motorsports.
Him and Rob having a good battle for P4. Looks like Rob's going to hang on for right now.
As the lights come on here at Homestead, I said we'd finish under the nighttime conditions, and lights are on.
Luke's really trying to back up the corner on the bottom there and getting a pretty good run through the corner. But that high side from Rob keep him up alongside of Luke.
McWhorter falling back a little bit on Alan Wilson, not as close as he was.
As Luke finally gets clear for P4 there on Rob Hamp, see what he can do. So we, get a little bit further into this run, see if the tires start to wear for the leaders.
And we were talking about green flag pit stops. You said a fuel run was 50?
Probably 52, but it's close to 50.
So the interesting one here to keep an eye on. He pitted on that last caution. Brian Underwood last pitted on lap 86. So he'll be able to go a little further than some of these guys.
That'll definitely benefit him for that last run with the fresher tires. I think one to watch though, as I said, Luke, he usually goes long on these runs, and with a track so tire sensitive, that could definitely benefit him.
I mean, you can already see it. He's starting to catch Joseph McWhorter.
Yeah, when I was getting lapped out there, I kind of noticed him, slowly gaining ground on the top two, and then he got up to second, and he was staying pretty even with Mark.
You see, Doran's going to get a run there off too. These guys we've talked about earlier in the broadcast, these guys have had battles before, Doran and McWhorter.
love to go at it on road courses, P2 usually, but they give it their all, not every lap.
P2, it was Aaron Smith dominating, and now it's Mark Whitley dominating.
Talk about Mark dominating. He ain't pulling away like he was on that first stage. He's only got a 2-second lead. Allen's not letting him get too far away.
As Doran's on the inside now.
Yeah, I think that tire wear might be starting to affect Joseph, as I don't think he can really get to the bottom like Luke can right now. Gonna get really close to the wall there. Luke Doran up to P3.
Doran up to P3, you're right. It's coming alive here.
Looking back a little bit on the field, we might have a battle here in just a few for P7 as Lawrence and Underwood starting to catch Marcus just a little bit, starting to tighten up a little bit. Cunningham still rolling the bottom. The other two running the high side. We got someone in the wall, I believe. Never mind. Definitely struggling right now.
Yeah, we've seen that before earlier in the runs. Starts to fall off a little bit. Not as good as some of these guys on these old tires. Which makes things interesting for us, because eventually he's going to drop back to Ryan Murray.
Yeah, and we were talking about tire wear, and just looking at the front, Mark training 34.8. Luke Doran 34.7. Really good on these long runs.
Always been that way. We've seen him before win races.
Now, I guess when he gets up to Allen, they'll probably give him a little extra space. They're both part of High Side Motorsports.
You'll also be getting some draft here from him, so he'll be going even faster. So.
Yeah, 34.7 again to 34.8. Another
10th faster.
There.
Yep.
Got that battle for second. We got a battle for fifth right now. Possibly turning into a battle for fourth here in just a couple laps.
As Rob Hampa is closing up on Joseph Nickelporter. The sunset starting to hit some of the parts of the track there, especially in the 3.
Lawrence and Brian have gotten past Marcus for P7 and P8. Now they're battling each other for P7. 77 brushes the wall a little bit.
Cunningham loses 2 spots there. Luke Doran around Alan Wilson. On the inside, Allen's going to get a run off the top, but I expect him to let, Doran up in front of him. Doran up to P2.
And back behind them, about to have a battle for P4 as Rob Hemp is, now on these tires wear, Rob has ran down Joseph. Joseph definitely struggling right now.
Now, Doran to Whitley is about, it's going down 2.4. We don't, is Whitley saving some tires? We don't know, but keeping around the 2-second range, keeping Whitley honest, to be honest with you, because you never know, 2 tire stop maybe somebody tries.
I mean, someone will try it. Someone will take that gamble. Because you're not going to beat someone just by doing the same thing if you're, let's say you're P3 or P4, So
Yes,
you got to try something.
Now, keeping at that 2-second mark, that also makes it You gotta hit your box just right. You can't have any mistakes, or you will get, passed.
Yeah, I mean, during that first stage, Luke was able to stay. I think it was around 5, 6 seconds from Mark, and Luke started 9.
Rob
Able to
Hamp
keep 5 or 6 seconds. Yep,
inside
Rob
of
Hamp.
McWhorter.
Yeah, he's gonna make that
And,
pass pretty
well,
easily.
here we go. Murray right behind McWhorter now.
Porter's gonna get a run. I don't think he's gonna do anything with it.
You reported that Murray was very hot about what McWhorter did to him, so now he's right behind him. We'll see what he does.
With how this race is going right now, I don't know if he'll do anything. He's definitely got the faster truck right now. I think he'll just try and get by him.
As we're looking back from McWhorter, we can see that we can see the frustration in Murray as he's going to look on the side.
Got some banter between the two over the radio right now.
Who
I
was
don't
that?
don't think anything's gonna come between this right now. I think it's just gonna be racing, just hard racing between 11 and 32.
That is Joseph McWhorter, Season 4 runner-up championship. Currently running P5, but coming under attack from P6 for Ryan Murray. I think what Ryan would like to do here is a nice slide job.
I think he thought about it there. I think he really did. But we saw last week in NASCAR. It don't always work. So he's definitely being a little cautious.
He's going to get the pass done.
Yeah, he's.
But McWhorter's going to come back with a run. Let's off a little bit there.
That's probably a business decision right there.
Murray up to P5, trying to recover from that, pitching that spin.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't expect Aaron to really do anything there because he's a faster truck right now. So he's just got to focus on trying to run down P3 Alan Wilson. I think that's still attainable for him.
Bryce Shoemaker in the pits. He is a lap down, though, but he is in the pit lane. McWhorter's in.
Pretty early stop for him. He's going to have to go 30 laps on these tires. See what he can do, but his tires definitely work a little bit quicker than other guys.
As McWhorter's in, it's going to be a 4-tire stop. You see the right side goes up. I expect the left side. There it is. You think that's a pretty early stop?
A little bit. I think he probably would have benefited from going a little longer just because of how he uses his tires, but I also understand this move of trying to short pit and gain some time. I think we had 2 of the rubbered up cars pit and the
Whitley's
77
in.
Underwood. Yep, Whitley's in. Will Doran follow? No, he will not.
All right. Well,
Alan Wilson will stay. Hamp stays. Murray stays. 9 stays.
we expect this to be a 4-tire stop here on this 6. Now, these guys that stay out, they're trying to bid for, maybe we can have the fresh tires at the very end.
You gotta go long now. Gotta go long. If he catches a yellow or something, that'd be interesting too.
As Whitley hits his box, right side up. Yes, you're right about the yellow. It's going to be a 4-tire stop here on the 6 Silverado.
Got a couple guys coming this time. 9 and the 47 for sure coming.
Oh, Alan Wilson spins into the pit wall. He's stuck. Alan Wilson's stuck in the barrier. I believe that is no caution on the racetrack. As Alan Wilson's finally off. He is finally off, but that's going to do him in.
Man, the guy has no luck in this series. He's super fast.
We saw it live there. He came in hot, locked it up, and slid into the barriers. Heavy contact with that right side. Got stuck in them, and That's gonna do his race in. Doran's off. That was crazy.
Very, very crazy.
Whitley's gonna go around Doran. Doran have about a lap fresh of tires as Nathan Brookover takes over the race lead.
He was the first one to stop. I believe. Yeah, it was either him or the 34.
Nathan Brookover last in lap 81, so leading his first laps of the season here. New driver here in the World Stock Car Racing League.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised by Luke there. I thought he would go a little bit longer, and now he's battling with his buddy Joseph for P4.
Now Brookover's the leader there. You think he's just hoping for a caution?
Yeah. I think if there's a caution, I think probably about everyone will be back in for some tires. Thirteen's coming to a stop. 13 is disconnected. Don't know what's happening there. But we stay green.
He's still in the racetrack. Nathan Brookover, your leader right now, he still has not pitted, so once he pits, Mark Whitley will be back in the lead.
Joseph up to P3. Like I said, he pushes on these new tires, but see if he can keep the tires on the truck for the whole run. Luke's coming back at him now. Luke looking to the bottom. Side by side out of 2.
We'll ask some of these guys, but if Luke finishes top 3, we'll ask him if he felt like he would lose too much time if he stayed out as long as he usually does.
He definitely would have lost some time up front, but I think he would have gained quite a bit by staying out. But it's always a hard decision making a call. So we got a caution.
Oh, caution is out.
That is the break Nathan Brookover was looking for.
I'm getting word it's Jim Foskett.
Yeah, it looks like he's got some damage on the rear.
He might have had some help. We'll rewind it and we'll see. He did have some help. Nicky Bobby gets into the back of Jim Foskett.
Yeah, looks like
Jim kind of slowed down there, maybe, or got loose, and
it looks like a case of new tires getting loose on him. He is trying to save it, and just nowhere to go. For Nicky Bobby ran right into the back of him. Pretty good job by both keeping it small as it was there.
as the Foskett was having a pretty good run there. He's got some damage now, but
shouldn't be too severe.
Nathan Brookover gets that caution. Whitley's in. Doran stays out. Rob Hamp stays out. Ryan Murray stays out. Cunningham stays out.
We talked about it. I mean,
this is the first time we'll see Whitley back in traffic. So these guys didn't run that long, and we know Doran. He can save these tires. So
I think it was maybe 1 or 2 laps, 3 laps maybe. Wasn't that many.
checking out the YouTube chat, we got Ben Shelton coming in with sad face comment.
I feel you, man.
We got, I believe that's Jordan Kreider. Jordan Kreider of the 69. We had a great chart on the long run, went from second from last to top 10. think we could have got a top 5 finish. Unfortunate crash.
He was he's definitely flying through there. I ran with him early on and definitely was cutting through that field early on.
Yes, sir, he was. I want to thank everyone for watching tonight on the World of Stock Car Racing League. Usually we're over on CTBN, but they couldn't broadcast tonight for personal reasons, out of town. So we stepped in, we broadcast it, and looks like we're setting up for a good finish here at Homestead.
Yeah, we had to bring our broadcast back together for one
Yeah,
off.
it's a one-off. Hopefully it's just a one-off. It's a lot of things you got to set up here, so credit to all the broadcasters that do this all the time. And it's like kind of old artifact had off the dust. Get it all set up, new logos and everything. Of course, this league has a new logo. Presenting sponsor now, ONE3 Speed. And all our other sponsors down on the bottom left. Next Level, McConey Setup Shop, and Butt Kicker.
So we're going to be around the 20-lap shootout here. Just going to put Mark Whitley P6.
We go, getting ready for this restart. We do have some sponsorship news we do want to announce. We are, World of Stock Car Racing League is an affiliate partner with Butt Kicker now. So soon we will have our own unique link to buttkicker.com to use. The league will receive some revenue from the purchase you make. So I have to disclose that, but we will have our own unique link that you can use on buttkicker.com.
Yeah, it's been really nice to work with all the people at Butt Kicker. They've been they've been great to us so far. I think this is the second season with them, and I look forward to continuing that relationship.
All the sponsors have been fantastic, like you said. McConey giving away a subscription for a whole 12 weeks of iRacing season, and of course, Next Level, wheel stands, cockpits, and ONE3 coming on to be the presenting sponsors. We get ready to go green here. Could be the final restart. We'll see what happens. Luke Doran going to lead us to green. Gets an excellent jump.
Yeah, I'm expecting this to probably not be the last restart. So I feel like it's going to get pretty crazy here.
Keep an eye on Whitley. He's got fresh 4 tires.
I'd say Whitley and that 32 because we've seen how aggressive he is on the new tires.
Whitley already looking on the inside of Ryan Murray. This is the first time Whitley's been in traffic. It's the first time he's not led the laps tonight, other than Nathan Brookover.
And he's not gonna fly right past him. He's hanging just a little bit.
Yeah, you know that truck's gonna handle different a little bit in traffic. So
there comes Ryan crossing him over.
if these guys don't make it easy, it's not. I mean, it's only 18 laps to go. Luke Doran looking for that first win in a while. Of course, he is the winningest driver in league history.
Yeah, you can definitely tell Mark's, he's loose on those new tires. But he's finally around Ryan. Let's see what he can do with those top two. As Doran ain't pulling away from Rob Hamp. He's hanging right with him.
So Whitley's tires are going to be about 6 laps fresher than Doran. Of course, that's some caution laps in that, so we'll see. Last time by, top 3 all ran the same lap.
We're 3 wide here, a little bit further back.
Oh, this is, oh boy.
We got McCorder, the 11, and Underwood all battling. Lead this for P5. Underwood's going to look middle. He's going to slide up in front of that 11.
Luke Doran still out front. Gonna try to hang on here. Did not pit that last time by. Rob Hamp under pressure though.
Yeah, Mark is definitely looking pretty fast right now, as he has all night. Definitely be interesting to see the laps here.
He was about a tenth faster last time by. We'll see this time. Yeah, another tenth.
Yeah, he's gonna try and pull a slide job. Not even a slide job. He's just hooking the bottom.
He's
With him
running
on the
that
P2.
line very well. Mark Waitley back up to P2 after restarting in P6.
Hamp's getting a run though. Hamp's gonna look back to the outside.
Of course, Doran and Hamp did not pit that last time by. You can just see just a few laps though. Whitley, those fresh tires already making a big difference. We have 14 to go. 14 to go. Whitley's gonna look on the inside here of Doran.
Yeah, there's not much Luke can do right now. Those fresh tires making a huge difference.
As Hamp and Doran try to draft each other there, try to get him back by, but fresh tires in that bottom lane. He can hook it very well. We've seen it all night. He's paying dividends.
If he can be mistake free here, he's probably got this in the bag. Unless he burns his tires off, which I don't think they'll burn off that fast.
Right, with only 13 laps to go here. Alan Wilson, I thought his night would be over, but he's still in the 8th, still in the top 10.
Yeah, that's definitely surprising with how hard he hit those barrels.
I thought he trying to do his best Brandon Jones Auto Club impersonation there.
Tells you that these trucks are a lot tougher than those ARCA cars we drove the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, his race definitely would have been over. The damage model on that ARCA car. As McWhorter just trying to get around Hamp. McWhorter's on those fresh tires. You were talking about you got to do something different. These two, in second and third, they did that. Might get a good finish here.
You can't fault him for trying. Yeah, I mean, if you do the same thing, you're probably just gonna run behind them. Because he, on those fresh tires, he's, definitely the class of the field.
McWhorter's looking on inside. Go ahead.
Only time anyone was running him down was on the older tires, and we just never got to that with a short run.
Look at Underwood.
Yeah, Underwood. He's
gonna
look low. I believe he's also on some
little
fresh
close
tires.
there. Yes, Underwood is.
We all know he'll be aggressive.
Oh, it's gonna be a little log jam here.
Yeah, trying to get by some guys on some older tires.
Oh, Underwood gets a little loose there. He's gonna lose some time there.
Mark Whitley's loving this battle. He's hoping they keep it straight, though.
As we are on 10 laps to go here.
Brian getting a huge run off the high side.
McWhorter trying to get in that podium spot, third or second. He'd be disappointed with anything less. Obviously, disappointed if it's not a win, but Underwood in the wall.
Yeah, jumped the cushion just a little bit. A little too much there.
Gonna give Shaughnessy a run. Shaughnessy's been running in the back part of the top 10 all night, but he's fighting for top 5 now.
Yeah, him and Underwood have been attached for most of this race, I'd say, and it's no different right now at 8 to go. Will those new tires make a big enough difference for Joseph to get up in those podium spots? That's the big question.
It doesn't really look like it. He's not getting the run he used to.
Yeah, Hemp was actually a tenth faster that lap.
Whitley's not pulling away as quick as we expected. Only about a tenth faster than Luke that last time by. Luke and Rob running the same exact lap.
I don't know how much Mark's pushing right now. I mean, he's got this, he's got this in control. I think he's just maybe saving a little bit just in case we get a green-white checkered or a caution here late.
I knew this season the World of Stock Car Racing moved up to 2 green-white checkered, so
Underwood's not done trying to get him a quarter, though.
this next time by it'll be 5 laps to go.
Tire fall off tonight has definitely affected that 32 truck. Probably the most severe of anyone out of the leaders, I'd say.
There's Whitley gets the high five from Barney, the flag man. Looking for his 3rd straight points paying win in a row, 4 in a row if you want to count the clash. It's been a dominating start to the season. As McWhorter has to keep pace here. He's got Shaughnessy and Underwood behind him.
I think the biggest battle is going to be for P3 and P4 here. So, Joseph, it's not looking very good right now on this tires compared to Underwood and Shaughnessy.
Underwood working that high side right now. Nighttime is the right time, as pretty much nighttime.
He's going to get a pretty big run here. Joseph washed up the track a little bit.
Yep, here it is. Looking to the inside, Brian Underwood.
Yeah, Joseph tried to protect the high side. And
Underwood, he's going to slide up. It's going to be dangerous. He is going to slide up. And that's going to give Shaughnessy a run on the 32. So, 32, or the 9 got loose, excuse me. So 9 didn't have the run I thought he was going to have. 32 loses another spot. Now he's under threat for losing another one.
yeah, I think he's definitely probably going to... We'll see now if Joseph can hang on to P5. But Lawrence has definitely been a little bit faster. Lawrence looks low. He's going to get underneath him there.
Be careful about washing up here and wiping them out. McWhorter should have a run coming off the top, though. Not as big as we thought, but side by side down the front. 2 to go.
Lawrence going to dive it in there. He's going to wash up just a little bit. He's clear up.
Yes, Shaughnessy gets the pass done. Lawrence Shaughnessy up to 5th. 11 spots gained on the night.
Yeah, solid night for Lawrence. Like I said a few minutes ago, Lawrence and Brian, they've been attached tonight.
And so we get the white flag. 1 to go, sponsored by Bailey Auto Parts for Mark Whitley. A dominating start to the season. Looking at another win, more playoff points. And as he rounds out a 1 and 2, nobody really had anything for him there. We had that last restart on old tires versus fresh. He made quick work of that. He's coming down the back stretch for the final time in the 3 and 4, looking for win number 3 on the season. As here he comes off turn 4. Mark Whitley wins at Homestead.
Got a battle for P3. I think Underwood's going to get it.
He did, right at the line. Brian Underwood into the podium spot at the very last second. Right, well. Another good win tonight for Mark Whitley. Yes, he's going to come off turn 4, picks up another win in that Harpoon designed Silverado. And the Angry Duck graphics on the back.
Gonna burn it down.
Get ready to get these guys up here in the booth. Get their comments. The top 3.
for him to come in to the waiting room here as Mark continues to burn it down.
Crazy burnout tonight. Well deserved. Another big win tonight. We get ready for post-race interviews here tonight. Appreciate everyone watching tonight on YouTube. Appreciate all the likes. We'll be back on our regular scheduled programming next week, so.
Looks like everyone's ready.
All right, drag up P3.
Drag up P3 here. Never mind, cannot do that. You're gonna have to.
Hey Brian, this is Skylar up in the World of Stock Car Racing League booth, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, interesting night tonight, right? Another dominating win from Whitley. How did you feel the night went on your half? You were on a different strategy there for that last caution, weren't you?
Yeah, I was just trying to make the run, more split. Just that caution came out and it was, all out. It was definitely up and down. Somehow get a slid in the grass there and caused the EOL. So that made it interesting. So it was a pretty good night.
A lot of people were running that bottom tonight. How are you getting that top lane to work, especially at the end?
I definitely, it was the exact opposite from what I planned in practice. I thought the bottom was better in tires, but it didn't seem like many were running up that high, so I just kind of switched up there and listened from my teammates. My tire wear wasn't too far off. And just letting off a little bit early and getting that huge run down turn 2 was the biggest benefit to it. But it was fun.
Yeah, another great run for you tonight. Anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, I gotta thank all you guys for running this league and definitely stepping in for broadcasting. Teammates, practicing all week. Apologize, Jordan. I probably cost him a couple of positions there when we made contact, and definitely everybody racing. I mean, how many we have show up? 28, 29, so it's a pretty solid night regardless.
Sir, it is, and we will see you next week at Bristol.
Oh boy.
Have a good night, Brian. Bring in number 2. Luke Dorn. Alrighty, Luke, this is Skylar up in the World of Stock Car Racing League booth, man. You got a copy?
I got you.
Alright, well, interesting night tonight. You were running top 3 all night long. How was the track, and how did your truck feel tonight?
I like the track. It's always one of my favorite tracks, and being a mile and a half where, you got to lift off at the truck. You don't get that at very many places. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you were definitely one of the faster trucks when it got to the older tires. Were you trying to go longer on those tires on purpose?
Yeah, just because on outright pace, I'll end up not going anywhere and burning them up. I don't go a whole lot faster when I push. So normally I just kind of try and take it easy.
And right, next week we head to Bristol. You're usually pretty good there. How do you feel about heading there in the trucks?
Well, I am good there in the 87. Anything else? Hopefully we get some caution so I'm not lap traffic. I'll just say that.
And well, we know the league history sometimes at short tracks, but sometimes it's pretty clean at Bristol, so we'll see about that.
Yeah, not a whole lot of braking, so hopefully people won't run over each other and stuff. So yeah, especially in the truck.
Hopefully the X limit will help. But anyone you want to thank tonight?
What's the X limit?
25, right, Skylar?
25.
25. So I'm sure we'll have a lot of DQs next week, but it is what it is.
Well, I'd like to thank you guys for filling in tonight. Hate our regular broadcasters had to miss, but thank everybody for coming out, racing pretty clean. Only a couple guys out there were driving too crazy. like to thank everybody out there watching and the guys back at High Side. It's always fun talking shit with them during race. Oh, I'm not allowed to say
You
that.
go ahead, man.
During these races, but yeah.
Alrighty, well, we'll see you next week at Luke. Or not Luke. We'll see you next week at Bristol.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.
You too. All right, well, let's bring in Mark Whitley from Harpoon Designs, Angry Duck Graphics. Let's get him in here. Alrighty, Mark, this is Skylar up in the World of Stock Car Racing League booth. You got a copy, man?
Gotcha.
Alright, well, another dominating win. 4 straight wins if you want to count the Clash. How's the truck tonight?
It was pretty good. Starting out front definitely helped. Didn't get any of the dirty air. That was a big key. I know Joseph, my teammate, he was keeping with me there, but him being in that dirty air, it makes it really hard to save the tires, and he burnt the right front up pretty good. And after that, we just kind of had a gap the whole night and could really maintain the tires, and that clean air was golden. That was pretty much the golden ticket you needed to save the tires. Then we kind of gambled there toward the end when we got that kind of quick caution after we had pitted under green and had about 7-8 laps on the tires. But I figured, 7-8 laps, I was already running 2 to 3 tenths slower. I figured I'd go ahead and get my last set for the last 20 laps or so. Figured it'd be better to have them than not, and was able to kind of drive through there and eventually get by Luke and Brian and all them guys that were up front, and was able to close it out at the end. Didn't really expect it. Homestead's kind of hit or miss for me. Either I hit it really good or I miss it real bad. So I guess I'm glad this time it was a hit and not a miss.
Yeah, I'd say it was a home run tonight. But you passed me quite a few times before I called it a night. You were able to roll that bottom for so long. You think the clean air was a big reason for that?
Yeah, clean air. You didn't. The nose didn't shove as bad. I mean, I noticed that those few laps coming through the field at the end, even if I had fresher tires, it definitely got tighter. It didn't get as planted. It just it was just a certain line. If you hit the bottom good enough, there was a lot of grip down there, and it could kind of hold you down there. Or if you missed it a little bit, it would just shoot you up the track. So it was just about hitting the right line, and thankfully we were able to keep the tires under it. Never really had to use them up too bad. I did kind of use them up a little bit there. Right before I pitted under green the last time, I figured we were going to do probably half runs for the to the end. So used them up a little bit, but still wasn't too bad. And clean air is king, especially with all these NASCAR cars on the iRacing right now.
Yes, sir. Well, we head to Bristol next week. How do you feel about that? You think you can keep the winning streak alive there?
Well, actually, I'm getting married next Saturday, so I won't be there or the next week because I'm going on my honeymoon. I'll be back 2 weeks after that. So I kind of hate it because Bristol's like my favorite track with these trucks. So I kind of hate that I'm going to miss that. But
I guess it's an okay reason to miss.
Yeah, I kind of got some important stuff to take care of next Saturday. So we'll hopefully maybe next season we'll be able to run Bristol if we run it. Bristol's gonna be a fun track. I think ever since they made the changes here the last 6 months or so to that track, it's kind of a bottom dominant track again, like it used to be back in the day. Whoever can figure out how to roll that bottom for the whole run and not use the right front up, kind of like tonight, I think they're going to be the ones to watch out for. Like I said, I hate that I'm going to miss it because it's probably one of if not my favorite track with these trucks. But you got important life altering events going to be taking place, so can't really miss that. So might try to tune in a little bit depending on the situation, just to see who maybe can get a win next week, but won't be participating, unfortunately.
Well, with how many DQs we'll probably have next week, you probably still finish top 5. But anyone you want to thank tonight?
Oh yeah, big shout out Harpoon Design Brantley. He does all my paint schemes. He does awesome work. Check him out, harpoondesign.com. He's got a form you can fill out if you want to get a custom one made by him, or if you just want to check out and run some of the previous stuff he's done. He's got hundreds of them on Trade and Paint. Just check it out, Harpoon Design. My other sponsor, Shop Angry Duck. They're your one-stop shop for all your custom racewear, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, all that good jazz. Pretty much anything you can think of, they can make something custom for you with no order limits. So check them out, shopangryduck.com. And a big shout out to my family tuning in. These Saturday races always kind of run long here on the East Coast. I mean, it's almost 12:30, almost 1 o'clock. So always nice when your family still tunes into these. I already got a couple text messages from them, so I always appreciate their support. I know this next week or so is going to be pretty hectic for all of us, so I'm kind of glad they took time to watch this race tonight.
Sir, with you reporting that news that you're missing, I think that we heard some cheers from the garage area.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you've ever heard like a tiger roar in golf, I'm pretty sure that's what just went through the garage area. Going by what I've heard on Discord. So
it looks like we'll contact Bristol and we'll get the nameplate off the winner's trophy. But we'll let you head out, and I guess we'll see you at Eldora.
Oh yeah, I love Eldora. Dirt tracks are like one of my favorites too, so I'm looking forward to getting into that one.
Alrighty, Mark. Well, we will see you next time out.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
Thank you. All right, Josh. Well, we heard the cheers coming from the garage area, just a few minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
That's big news. So, with the point system, the way it works, right? If you win, you lock yourself in. So, potentially 2 people could get themselves locked in.
I'd say he's pretty good with where he's at. I think I got a chance to not go 5 laps down next week now, so I think that's a pretty big improvement for me.
Don't doubt yourself. Let's pull up the full race results here tonight before we close out. Get this pulled up. All right, finishing first, we'll go down in order. Mark Whitley first, Joseph McWhorter second, Jonathan Smith. That's actually qualifying, so why don't we get the right one up? What a bozo. All right, here we go. All right, here's your finishing order. Mark Whitley, Luke Doran, Ryan Underwood rounds at your podium. Rob Hamp 4th, Lawrence Shaughnessy 5th, Joseph McWhorter 6th, Ryan Murray 7th, Alan Wilson 8th, Jordan Hand 9th, Marcus Cunningham brings it home 10th, rounds out your top 10. Nicky Bobby with 11th. Nathan Brookover at 12th. Jim Foskett 13th. Joshua Kreider 14th. Russell Brackett 15th. Brenton Henderson 16th. Bryce Shoemaker 17th. Jordan Kreider 18th.
Yeah, and then to round out the field, you got Rob Squires 19th, Jonathan Smith 20th, Ben Shelton 21st, Nicholas Fuller 22nd, Jacob Hoobrey 23rd. I brought it home 24th. Bobby Pastrika 25th. Carl Robinson 26th. Michael Bussell 27th. And round out the field, Nicholas Post in 28th.
You have it, folks. There's your finishing order tonight for the World of Stock Car Racing League from Homestead Miami Speedway. Like I said, next week we are at Bristol. We'll be back on our regular scheduled programming on CTBN, so look out for that link on social media. You can find us on World of Stock Car Racing League on Facebook. And that is all. Josh, you got anything else you want to close out with?
I definitely enjoyed being up in the booth a lot more than I was enjoying the track tonight. So a lot of fun to watch the top guys go at it and to see the strategies at the end. And congrats to Mark for pulling out another win.
Sure. That's going to do it for us here tonight. The World of Stock Car Racing League Stars and Stripes Series presented by ONE3 Speed. And we want to thank all our sponsors on the screen. ONE3 Speed, Marconi Setup Shop, Next Level Racing, Butt Kicker. You guys for supporting our league. It really means a lot. And we will see everyone at Bristol next week.